Hey there, so in this video we're going to have a look at how to make a Comfrey liquid concentrate. You can also of course use things like nettle and also grass clippings, or anything at all that is kind of fresh and green. Also another thing I want to show you is my kale plants are being visited by my bees at the moment. They're just collecting the pollen and pollinating my kale plants, so there'll be plenty of seeds going soon. So yeah, so let's maybe go and have a look at how to have this cat here jumping on me. Say hello. So let's go and have a look. So here we have a comfrey plant, we have another one there, and comfrey makes a lovely kind of feed. There's plenty of micronutrients in it. The plant at the moment is too small. Also I have some nettles here as well. They're also at the moment they're a bit too small. Plenty of kind of nutrients in there as well. I'm going to use I don't know if you can see it there, the grass clippings off the grass. Grass makes a lovely kind of a concentrate as well, plenty of nitrogen in it. But for the time being, that's what I'm going to use. So just, when I use grass clippings as an example, just treat it the same as nettles or comfrey as well. Now I'm going to show you 3 different ways of how to make this concentrate. And of course, the method that I use is pretty much one of the easiest ways of doing it, because all you need is a barrel, an old pot with some holes in it, and you just place your pot inside and it fits in nicely. Make sure it fits tight. This one actually has a nice little rim, so it holds it in place. Now the next thing I need to do is get my grass clippings or comfrey or nettles or whatever it is, and I just put it into the pot and I pack it down heavily. So imagine I'm going to put all these grass clippings into this pot, and all I have to do then is put a stone on top. And what's going to happen is all these grass clippings are going to heat up, and then they're going to give off this lovely black liquid, which is our concentrate. Now the next thing you need to do, of course, is with maybe 2 cups, you're only going to get about 2 cups of concentrate, so it's very, very strong. You add water to it, you fill up the whole barrel, and then all you have to do is use your watering can and feed your plants. Now I'm going to show you even a simpler method, and this is going to be method number 2. And all I'm going to use is this kind of black pipe here. It's only 8 centimeters in diameter. You can of course use bigger ones, you get more liquid feed that way. You place it into your barrel and you get your grass clippings. I'm just going to reuse the same ones. Now if you have nettles, of course wear gloves, and you just pack it up and you use your stick and you push it down, and you can of course do it from both sides as well. Pack it in down nice and tight, and once the pipe is full, you place it into your barrel, and within 2 or 3 days you're going to get liquid feed. Try to do it on like a non-rainy kind of few days, because you don't want too much water getting into your barrel at the outset. But it doesn't really matter with this method. You're still going to get lovely kind of liquid feeds, and that stuff isn't cheap. In the shops it costs like 8-9 euros for the same amount of liquid feed that you could make yourself. Now the last method I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you an example using my wormery. Actually, you do the same thing. You make sure you have a roof, and in this case what you need to do is you need to raise it on blocks, and there are kind of systems where you add a tap, but in this case I like to keep it simple. And what I do is I just make a hole in the middle of the barrel. Don't make these side holes, that's for the worms, you don't need them on this system. And what you do is, once you've made your hole, and it could be something like 1 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters, you place a kind of a crushed up bit of chicken wire over the hole, and that stops any kind of blockages. And then you fill the whole barrel up with your grass clippings, comfrey or whatever you have, and you of course weigh it down as well with a stone, just like with the other method. And once you've done that, of course, you place your container underneath the barrel, and you can catch quite a lot of liquid feed that way, and you can just keep feeding it. Eventually you could maybe take out the old stuff and put it on the compost heap, but within a few days also you get quite a lot of liquid feed that way. Now of course, if you have a bigger barrel or a big kind of container, you can make loads of it, so it's up to yourself really, Now another thing I tend to do as well during the summer months, I try to store up a lot of the stuff as well. I'm not going to wait 4 days now, I'm just going to use some of the old stuff. And yeah, you can keep it in the fridge as well, so that's kind of handy. Now what I also do is I add some of this black strapped molasses. It's organic, unsulfured, and it's dead cheap, like €1.50 or something for the whole jar. So I'm just going to use maybe that much of it, maybe 4 tablespoons. just to give it a little bit more extra oomph. The bacteria in the soil are going to love you for it. Now, I use this kind of watering can. It's usually used for weed killing, but I don't use it for that, of course. But what I do is, it just makes for a great feed, and I can just go along and water my plants. But most of these plants are actually looking very, very well now, so I probably wouldn't water them. But some of my younger kind of plants now in the tunnel, I'll probably give them a nice feed now in a minute. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, tell me what you think. I hope you learned something new, and yeah, thanks for watching.